And I'm also on other, I put clips out on other social media sites. So I'm hoping, and I know it's going to take a work. I'm going to have to put, a while in before it even get noticed. I know I'm going to have to work hard before the podcast even get noticed. But guess what? I'm putting that work in. That's exactly what I'm doing. And it's Mark B's, and that's B with apostrophe S, perspective, right, on life. And my main perspective is, well, I'm going to say this. I love my people, as I just mentioned, but my main perspective is I can do better. I'm going to start with me. We can do better. You can do better. So that's my goal, man, about making improvements. What it say? It says my podcast is informing, enlightening, and encouraging, right? And that's what I hope that it does, man. Even with these lives that I'm just starting here on this site, I'm hoping they can do the same thing. So now, as I told y'all about the book, is available on Amazon. My podcast, I'm gonna try to put it out on as many social networks as I can. And now I just want to deal with what we're dealing with right now under President Trump, right? It seems to me that Trump is intentionally attacking Black America. And I know some people would say, how do you say that? Why do you say he's attacking Black Americans or Black America? Because I have eyes to see, I have ears to hear, right? And I have the wisdom to understand certain things, man. The specific, I'm going to just talk about the takeover of Washington, D.C., right? At a time when they say, according to the stats, they got the data to back it up. According to the stats, Washington, D.C. is at a 30-year low on violent crimes and even murder, all that's down, but yet he still saw the need to take over, right? Let's not forget, DC has a Black mayor. So he want to come and flex because that's one of the places, since it's really not a state, it's all federal. Anything you do in DC is a federal crime because it's not ran like a state. It's just a federal. That's why it's the District of Columbia. Anyway, he wanted to flex his muscles on the Black mayor, right? His entire administration is white. He has he got the Black guy and put him over HUD, Housing and Urban Development, right? And if y'all think back to his last term, he had the doctor, Dr. Ben Carson, a neurosurgeon. He put him over HUD. Why? Because he really don't, and it's me talking, and I would take responsibility for that. Trump don't like Black people, man. All you got to do is research, even from when he was, trying to refuse housings. And then the main thing, when the Central Park, them teenagers, he called for their death, even though it was proven that they was not guilty. He put up, what do you call them, billboards, right? Messed them 5 guys' lives up. I think it was 5, if I'm not mistaken. And it's all these attacks on Black America. Like I said, that takeover DC is just another attack. And then what he's going to do is you're going to criminalize these people, because now you got the military there. It will be more arrests now, right? You're already creating tensions amongst the people. So now you got people out there. If you was a citizen out there, you see the military, right? You ain't got it figured out yet. You still got issues to deal with as a citizen, but now the military there, and you come by and you say something fly. Trump already gave the word, listen, man, they act a fool up there, you lock them up and use, use whatever means possible. He don't even want us to have the freedom to march, man. And the scary thing about this whole thing, right? Because he's doing it in steps, but it's a big plan. He hired the man from President Trump has hired the man from the Heritage Foundation. And the Heritage Foundation are really the authors, for the most part, of Project 2025, which Trump lied to voters and he lied to the people. I don't know, never heard of a Project 2025. But as we see, it's playing out. Even with the Latinos, right? I'm not even going to call it deportation. It's straight up kidnap. It's big boying. So I'm not here to say whether I agree with this or, as far as immigration, that's another thing, because there's a such thing as immigration reform. He don't care nothing about that. This is what I see. So he sent these militias out to the streets with masks on. They're not even required to show any type of identification. They just gonna run up. They don't care if they come into a elementary school, as they have done, right? They go into a farm. People, honest people that's working. He begged for their vote, the Latino vote, right? And encouraged them, listen, man, chill. I ain't gonna mess with y'all. Only people I'm gonna mess with are criminals. That would have been fair. Nobody would have been mad. But he has a whole agenda, man. Right? And a part of that, the way it looks, he want to set it up to where by 2028, you won't even have to vote again. And he said that out of his mouth. President Trump has said it. If you vote me in, you may not have to vote again. And that's part of the oligarchy, the dictatorship, right, that he's planning. So let me back up. Even when they had the insurrection on January 6th, right, that violent mob who had no concern for the blue, but he used that politically. I backed the blue. You did not. Trump did not back the blue during January 6th, when he didn't want to leave the White House. And he pardoned 1,600 of those neo-Nazi racist people. Not only do they, the Klan and these different organizations support Trump, Trump supports them. That's why when they was in Charlotte, a few years ago, there's good people on both sides, or there's bad people. When they ran the car and the people, they was out there with the marches, just known hate groups. Trump support those. So I don't want to hear nobody say, well, how is he racist? He racist to the core, man. And the evidence is there. The documents are there. So back to Washington, D.C., he got the military patrolling, right? That's going to automatically stir up citizens. But he's not going to do that in a white town. He's not going to do that even with these sundown towns where they say black people can't be there, or any minority for that matter. Any non-whites can't be there after a certain time. So this is clearly, man, under a dictatorship. There's a lot going on with this. I encourage y'all to be aware of your surroundings. Be aware, watch what's going on.